Right now, business owners are swamped by a market of over 500 AI tools. You're constantly forced to guess which ones actually drive revenue and which are just highly marketed distractions. Grabbing software at random means you fall straight into the shiny object trap. Instead of streamlining your operations, you end up burning valuable hours testing flashy features that never generate a consistent return on investment. To cut through the noise, you have to weigh every tool against a specific trade-off, the scalable power it offers versus the implementation friction it requires from you. This diagram shows an adoption pyramid that divides the AI landscape into 3 distinct levels based on your actual technical reality. At the base, we have universal foundations for beginners. In the middle, operational workflows for optimization. And at the peak, technical precision for specialists. If you prioritize staying perfectly comfortable in your existing ecosystem, you might lean toward built-in solutions like Apple Intelligence. But choosing heavily marketed F-tier tools strictly for convenience means you sacrifice the critical innovation happening outside those walled gardens. Deploying true S-tier foundational tools gives you massive scale and power. But that power requires a direct trade-off. You have to be willing to completely break and rebuild your daily work habits. Building operational wealth isn't about finding a flawless piece of code. It comes from honestly assessing your team's technical skills and choosing software that matches what you can realistically implement. We start at the base with the time-poor beginner. If you're losing hours to meetings and administrative reporting, you need tools with a near-zero learning curve that hand your time back immediately. Take meeting management. Granola sits silently on your end of a call and extracts clean action items and recaps automatically without a bot actively announcing itself. But reclaiming that hour of typing requires a concession. You must give up manual control and place total trust in the software's transcription logic. For visual reporting, tools like Gamma let you bypass the design department entirely. You feed it text, and it generates a polished pitch deck or proposal in seconds. For raw writing and coding output, S-tier generative models are non-negotiable. OpenAI's ChatGPT dominates the market because of its sheer accessibility and speed. But the landscape iterates fast. Competitors like Grok are pushing heavy updates week over week, pulling ahead in accuracy and depth for complex research tasks. Regardless of which model you choose, the friction remains the same. The output is entirely useless unless you learn the mechanics of prompt engineering. You get the meeting notes filed, the slides built, and the code written without hiring extra hands. Because of that direct time savings, beginner tools give you immediate ROI, provided you accept a baseline loss of control over the final output. Moving to the middle tier, the Workflow Optimizer looks beyond individual tasks. This is for operators who want to connect separate systems and automate entire departments. Platforms like Zapier act as your central nervous system, linking apps without code to branch a single trigger into complex workflows. But if you lack strict process mapping skills, your automation breaks down, and you get hit with steep recurring subscription fees. In customer support and sales, tools like BuddyPro take your company's proprietary data and build custom AI knowledge bases to handle inbound messages and qualify social media leads. But putting AI directly in front of your customers is a massive risk. If your initial training data is messy, the model will feed inaccurate information to your clients and actively damage your brand. Voice platforms like Your Atlas fully automate phone calls, acting as a direct revenue tool to qualify prospects before a human ever picks up. Video generators allow you to scale marketing collateral far faster than standard photo tools. But generating coherent video requires a significantly steeper learning curve than prompting a static image. Automating support means a single employee can do the work of a whole team. That leverage multiplies your output, but its success relies entirely on the strict logic and clean data mapping you provide up front. At the peak of the pyramid, we find niche tools built for technical specialists, developers focused on deep code integration and bespoke builds. For automation, technical users often skip Zapier for open-source alternatives like N8N. Open source means paying zero licensing fees and fully auditing the codebase yourself. The catch is the infrastructure. You bypass monthly fees, but assume the burden of managing self-hosted servers and writing complex integrations from scratch. For designers, visual generators like Leonardo offer extreme flexibility for building highly specific branded visuals, but image models frequently hallucinate details. If you need the exact Nike swoop on every single output, the AI will often break brand consistency. That makes it a C-tier novelty for a general operator, but a highly valuable asset for a specialist who knows how to refine it. For bespoke software, Lovable allows non-technical founders to type a detailed prompt and spin up disposable, custom applications to run specific company departments. The monetization ceiling is massive. Agencies generate specialized apps and sell them for five-figure sums. But extracting that value requires elite, precise prompting skills that most people simply don't have. High-tier tools offer the direct path to generating new revenue. However, deploying them without the necessary technical expertise guarantees you will waste your capital. Assessing a tool is easy. The friction comes from forcing yourself to build the physical habit of actually using it in your daily workflow. If you are overwhelmed, stop looking at niche applications today. Stick exclusively to universal foundations, recording apps, and text generators to secure immediate, frictionless time savings. If you run a technical agency, accept you will burn dozens of non-billable hours mastering complex open-source setups before you can ethically sell them to a client. The 2-week habit stack focuses entirely on operational discipline. Phase 1. Choose exactly one tool for your biggest bottleneck and install it today. Phase 2. Force adoption by connecting that AI workflow directly to a non-negotiable daily task, anchoring it for 14 days. You do not scale a business by constantly migrating to the newest, flashiest software. You build wealth by enforcing discipline, integrating a select few tools permanently into your operations.